Oyagala okumanya ebigenda mu maaso ku nsonga ez'ebyobufuzi mu ggwanga, byanfuna oba embeera z'abantu, twegatteko ku mukutu gwa YouTube gu SGM Loud n'omuweerezaawo Sir Grace Mwesigwa.
SGM Loud, the world explained.
Yes, this is SGM Loud, where we explain the world. And so with me is the teacher of Nakanyonyi Girls School, Jinja, Mr. Wilson Kabale, to share with us the unfortunate incident that happened at Nakanyonyi Girls School, the fire that was reported. And we want to get the first-hand information, differentiating ourselves from bloggers that have been trading fake news. For us, we go direct to the source and to the right person who is supposed to share the credible information. So, Mr. Kabale, welcome, and nice to have you speak to the public. Kindly take us through the unfortunate incident that happened.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yesterday night, we had some fires in the dormitory. We are so fortunate that all our girls had gone for preps. We want to thank God for that. And the reason as why we did not get serious injuries, or we did not get any injury, and we did not lose any life, is because we take every rule as important as it was stated. So our rules work, rules and regulations. So during time for preps, we don't expect anyone to be in the dormitory. And exactly that's what happened. If we are loose in the rules and regulations, then maybe something else would have happened. So I want to thank God that we did not lose any person, we did not get any injury, not even a scratch on any student. So our dear viewers, our dear parents, please, yes, you are right to panic, you are right to fear, but fear not. Everything is under control. We have managed it very well. I want to thank God for the protection. I want to thank the community because they came in to rescue the situation. I want to thank my staff. They did a good work because by the time fire brigade came in, most of the things had been sorted out. So I really want to thank the staff, the community, and above all, God for everything. I want to thank the students community because these are good girls who listen to the instructions. Even when we say that we don't want any person beyond this boundary, they followed. Even those who are losing their property, they followed because they had nothing to do, because we wanted to protect life first than anything else. Okay. I know these other property we can buy, we can change, but you cannot change life. You cannot replace life. Okay. So that was a major concern.
For the viewers, they may need to understand how many students that occupy that room, the reported room, what is the capacity of the room. Then two, we've had some people reporting, especially the bloggers, some of them were saying that the dormitories were on fire. The dormitories, not dormitory, not room, but all the dormitories. As the teacher, kindly clarify on that.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think I want to make it clear. It is just one room. One room. That, yes, it can accommodate over 100 people, but for us, we don't congest our learners. So this room had some students of senior 2 and some students of senior 3. Totally. So it was just a particular house, that is Eagle's house. Yes, so those kids were 37. Okay. 37, just the property, mattresses, the boxes, and the other personal effects. But as a school, we are mitigating, and we have gotten different measures to ensure that these girls get where to sleep. And we have secured mattresses, so every girl is going to be given a mattress. We are working on the boxes so that every girl receives her box. I think by the end of today or tomorrow, we shall have those boxes. So we are doing whatever it takes to ensure that these girls are more comfortable. You know, girls are more delicate and more sensitive than our gender.
Yeah, sure. Mr. Teacher, kindly your message to the parents.
Well, thank you so much. Our parents, worry not. I know your concern is my concern. I understand where you're coming from. I understand the parenthood within you, but everything is under control. The school, you know, you entrusted us with your children, and it is our responsibility to ensure that your girls are very safe, your children are safe. And that was the major aim yesterday when we got fires. We never wanted to see anyone even getting a scratch. And that's why the gates have been open to ensure that whoever wants to come in can easily access the school to see what is happening. Whoever wants to check on the daughter, we said it is okay. You come and check on your daughter. You check her properly to see whether she's very what? She's very safe.
My name is Michael Diksoka, the head teacher at Jinja College. I've visited Nakanyonyi girls today after a calamity of a fire outbreak last night. We've also come with a team of members of staff and students as a gesture of a good Samaritan, this being a sister school. And well knowing the founder of this institution, what he did in education in Busoga and Uganda as a whole, he touched many lives. And many of these people are highly placed in important positions in this country. We want his legacy to move. The director, the wife, we were with the wife. And this is a moment when you have to get near friends in grief, friends that have lost property. The children are traumatized, being girls. Some think this is bad omen, therefore they should leave the institution. No, this, of course, could have been a move planned externally. It could even have been internal, and the children need to understand, to unpack exactly what this was all about, so that they appreciate the challenge and handle it head on. Okay. So we've brought a few assorted items to help replace the property that was destroyed. We brought toilet paper, books, sugar, pens, and all that we could land on. And we have also brought in a few mattresses in form of cash, about 13, 15 mattresses in form of cash, and we've handed it to the director. We want to thank everybody who was behind this gesture. First of all, the Board of Governors of Jinja College, the PTA, the parents, the students. Most of these items, by the way, are items that have been brought by our students. We would like in a special way to thank our chaplain, because he was the head of this whole gesture, our school chaplain, Father Dennis Mawerere, and my deputies, the Dean of Students, and all those that have joined us today. We had about 70 students in number, and to us this is a lesson to the children that when a friend is in need, you must come out in support. Okay. A friend in need is a friend indeed, and this is what Jinja College is all about. A spirit of good Samaritan. These are children from all sorts of clubs: YCS, Legion of Mary, Red Cross Club. We have the prefect's body, we have the councillors. So this has been a good gesture, and I want to say thank you, my dear students, as we strive to excel.
Well, what's your message to the parents of Nakanyonyi Girls School, but also to other parents that takes their children to different schools? Because I understand you also had turbulent times at Jinja College at one moment. It could not necessarily be fire, but we've had issues of strikes, we've had issues of irresponsible reporting about schools. What is your message to the parents?
To the parents out there, I want you to know that whenever such a calamity befalls an institution of this caliber, of this nature, of course there are mitigations, there are measures that are going to be put in place. And it's not true that whenever such a thing happens, it is a tradition in the school. Sometimes these are forces that you cannot even know, and they are forces that can be in any other institution. So picking a child and taking him away or taking her away from such a school that because a fire has gutted a dormitory with the feeling that this cannot happen in any other institution, I think that is not watertight. It doesn't hold water at all. So let the children get over the trauma, and this is the reason why we are here, to ensure that we take them through a bit of counseling to overcome this challenge so that they stay strong and live on. Let the students stay and put pressure on administration. Ask them what have they done about it, because what is important is their security measures you have to have, you put in a school of this nature. Where are these security measures? Where are the fire extinguishers? Where are the cameras? Where are the fire alarms? Where is the assembly point? All these are very important aspects if you're running an institution of this caliber. So it's not good to run away from a problem. Instead, it's better to fix the problem. We want to thank God that there is no life that we lost in this school. And this was by God's grace. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Teacher. And maybe lastly to your colleagues in service. It is a rare gesture to see a big school like Jinja College putting aside the busy schedule, the day routine, and spend 2 hours in another school because of just fire. What is your message to schools?
It is not just fire, it is a real problem. And what has happened here can happen to any of these institutions around us, including our school, God forbid. But it is empathy, if you feel for others. And like I told you, the founder of this institution has an immense contribution he made to Busoga as a whole. So we feel touched that his legacy is not moving on. And if we have such challenges in a school that he founded, we get touched and say, let's come and see what we can be able to do. And these are learning points. These are learning points. You get here and you get to know how it happened, what have they done about it, how have you handled, because they say experience is the best teacher. So if you're not willing to go to the teacher and learn, then you will not learn easily, because they say if the mountain cannot go to Moses, then Moses has to go to the mountain. And this is why we are here. And I want to ask the administrators of this institution to be strong, because these have happened in many institutions. And the way you handle is what determines how the whole thing ends. Okay. I want to urge security not to torment this institution. Instead, they should provide help. They should be able to point out challenges so that the gaps can be fixed. Because this is a financial loss, on the other hand, and the school administration must be able to fix this immediately, because the girls must find where to sleep. And it's the reason we came up with this gesture of empathy. We would have just come and checked on and said, okay. And you know, if we are in the same community and this challenge has come up in this school, and then we don't come to empathize with our colleagues, then you may get first the same music. And we are just praying that this does not reoccur, and that it's a learning lesson for the administration to fix the challenge.
My name is Jemima Modanti Bukuza. I'm a student at Nakanyonyi Girls School and I'm in senior 3 grade. I'm one of the students who was in the dormitory that got burnt yesterday, and I want to assure you that there is wrong rumor that people's property was destroyed, but my property still remained. Some of my property still remained and I still have my property. It is said that 37 students, yes, it's true, 37 students lost their property in that dormitory, but not all, because I managed to get out my property. Dear parents, I want to assure you that those people who lost their property, it will be returned, because we even got help from some people like our brothers from Jinja College, people like the religious leaders are coming to counsel us, and the JICO guys gave us sugar, gave us mattresses for those who lost, gave us some soap, gave us some TPs, and the one aim was just to buy mattresses. There is fake news that people's property was destroyed, but that is wrong rumor. When the dormitory got burnt, not all property was destroyed. People managed to have their property safe. So I want to assure you parents that we are all safe at school. Nobody got any scratch. We are all fine. You can even come and check on us. There is no one injured. I assure you that we are all fine, and I assure you that we shall all finish up the term safe and sound. The program at the school is still flowing as it should be, and I want to assure you that I'm one of the leaders in the school, and our role is to counsel those who are frustrated, those who are feeling anxiety. I want to tell you that no one is psychologically tortured, because we are counseling them. They are now getting strengthened. I also want to tell you that our motto is very strong: in God we trust, and indeed we shall trust God. And I want to assure you that none of your students will be hurt. We shall complete the term safe and sound.
My name is Barbara Baronje from Nakanyonyi Girls School, the student speaker. Unsa. We had an incident last night that we got, unfortunately, no one got any accident from the fire. All the girls are safe. All the girls are sounding. We are all alive, and we thank God for that. We thank God for the administration that has played a big role of encouraging us, comforting us that we are strong. We thank you very much. We thank our brothers, the parents that are coming in to comfort us, those who are giving us some hope. Thank you very much. As I speak now, we've got some mattresses, we've got some money from our brothers of Jinja College. I want to assure the Ugandans out there that the rumor that is passing by the social media platforms that the dormitories, all the dormitories were burnt down, that's very wrong. It was only one room that got affected, and all the other rooms are very fine. So we don't need any alarm. We as students leaders, we are playing a big role of counseling the students that were affected, and there are around 35. We are trying to comfort them, to counsel them, and we thank the administration. It's also bringing in some people, the religious leaders, our brothers and sisters from outside. The old girls are coming in to counsel us. So we are going to overcome this. In God we trust.